Okay, this is 2021 Psych 3280, the last lecture, Neural Basis of Consciousness. This week, I'm going to talk about the frontiers in consciousness research. So just to recap, week 11, we overviewed, looked at the overview of the integrated information theory, IIT, and IIT proceeds to define the level of consciousness and also border of consciousness, and then finally specifies its contents of consciousness. And I gave an introduction to how to compute the integrated information and also how to identify the complex that is the border of consciousness. And then at the end, as an application of IIT, I explained how IIT explains consciousness in patients, such as those people who were born without cerebellum, and also got their consciousness split in the split brain operations, and then conjoined twins. So the learning objective of this week, final week, week 12, is that first, what can be the physical substrate of our contents of consciousness or qualia? And then how can we characterize the way we experience? What is the structure of qualia? And then what do we know about the particular qualia structure? Further on, how is the structure of qualia related to the structure of information? And then can we estimate the information structure empirically? And then what are the possible empirical paradigms that can investigate the relationship between the structure of qualia and information? And then finally, we are going to discuss a bit about what are the societal impacts of consciousness research. And this is an optional reading that I wrote with Alex Meyer in 2020. Just to note, like week 10, 11, this lecture is also highly advanced in terms of its topic and also contents. So the contents of this, lecture is not going to be directly or in detail asked in the final exam. The level of the exam will be very kind of shallow, so that pretty much anyone who is attentive, at least not asleep in this lecture, should be able to answer them completely. And so you should consider the contents of week 12 to be like a trailer for movie of consciousness research in the next few decades.